was in grad school around 2001 to 2004, I had a classmate who was obsessed with the idea of a basic income guarantee, giving people cash just for being alive. And I remember thinking, this sounds like some radical leftist idea. Turns out it came from Richard Nixon. That's right, a conservative president in 1969 proposed a guaranteed minimum income for poor families. It was called the Family Assistance Plan, and it had the backing from your good old Uncle Milty, Milton Friedman, the godfather of free market economics. The idea was simple: cut the bloated welfare bureaucracy and just give people money directly. The plan passed the House, but in the Senate, it died. Why? Why does anything die in Congress? Ideological gridlock. Conservatives said it would make people lazy. Liberals said it wasn't generous enough, so naturally we did nothing. And here's what kills me. We were ahead of the curve. The US ran multiple trials: Seattle, Denver, New Jersey. Same result each time. People didn't stop working. They just got less desperate. Since then, Alaska's been doing a mini UBI since 1982 using oil money. Kenya's doing it. Finland did it. Same result. No collapse of labor. No revolution. Just less stress, more dignity. But here's the pushback I always hear. If you give people more money, they won't work. No, that's projection. You're thinking of what you'd do, possibly. But the truth is, idle people will always be idle. Creative people will always create. The paycheck doesn't change that. Look at the data. When people have their basic needs covered, they don't sit around, by and large. They volunteer, they start businesses, they make art, they care for family. What a novel concept. They build things. In other words, they act like people. And maybe that's the real threat. See, America doesn't just value work. We worship it. It's not just economic, it's religious. This country sees labor as moral and poverty as sin. By the 21st century isn't playing by 20th century rules. AI is automating creative jobs. Retail is gone. Manufacturing, gone. The hard work equals security deal expired a long time ago. But we're still clinging to this Protestant myth of hustle and grit like it's gospel. Andrew Yang tried to revive the UBI conversation, and he got laughed off the stage. But here we are now, in 2025, facing a world we predicted, where the jobs are disappearing, but the myth stays, as it always does. So what's worse? Paying people to survive, or watching them collapse because our system still thinks work makes you worthy?